So I am so excited to share my craft room makeover with you all today. This has been a long time coming. This is really a dream come true for me, and there's Olive behind me making a mess. And I am going to show you the before and the after, and let me just warn you that the before it's really bad. I'm actually super embarrassed to show it to you guys, but I'm doing it so that you can see that, you know what, this was not a perfect space before, and it's not a perfect space now. But I'm going to share the before and after, and then after that I'm going to share with you guys how I did this whole process, so in case you want to do this, or I give you some ideas that you can do it too. So we are about to walk into my laundry room, and I'm warning you right now that it is horrible. Absolutely horrible. You're gonna think differently after you see this because it is such a pigsty. But this is down in my basement, and I told you it's bad. There's little Olive. Hey Olive. Hi baby. So basically this has been a space that has served as our family's, well, not our family's, but our children's, where we've kept all their clothes all these years. And that's the reason is because this is down in the basement. I've not wanted to lug up laundry 2 flights of stairs. So I really want to change this space. I know it could be a great space. I know it could be wonderful, and maybe it would motivate me to keep this area sort of straightened up. But right now it's just a horrible mess. That leads to the garage, and my husband has an office over there. So I'm going to change this around. I'm really hoping we can do it over this weekend, and I hope to show you something beautiful. So just a few days ago, this space looked very different. I'm so excited to share it with you guys. This is my new and improved craft room makeover. I am so excited. I'm going to share with you each little spot and kind of give you the whole rundown, and I hope that you will be as excited about it as I am. So first of all, I got this adorable sign from Hobby Lobby as well as my happy place. I still need to hang these, but these are concrete block walls, so I need to get like little command hooks because I don't really want to make a hole in that. This is also now my laundry cabinet where I just keep all of my laundry soap and all of those things. I actually have some of my laundry baskets tucked back there, and I got this adorable chair from IKEA. It was 50% off this weekend, so I was really excited. Got a little red polka dot pillow, and I was able to put my beautiful granny square blanket, and there's Olive messing with the chair. Olive, can you stop? Oh my goodness. So this is still a functioning laundry room. I use this almost on a daily basis. I have to store laundry baskets in here, and I have to run my laundry. I've got to have all of the things. So for me, even though this is not like a space just dedicated for my crafting, it still really works for me because let's just be honest, nobody else is really doing much laundry besides me. And I think this just turned out really wonderful. So maybe think about in your own home, is there a space that you could carve out, even if it's just a little corner of a room that could be just yours for your crafting, that you could make it beautiful and functional. So I got this really big cubby from IKEA. I'm just calling it a little cubby here, and it is great because there is a place for everything. It's full of storage, wasn't that expensive, and you can put these little bins in there so that you can hide things, and then you have places that you can have things out, which I really like because sometimes I need to see where things are, and sometimes I would like to hide it away. I also have some room up here. I've got my blocking mats and additional yarn storage. Now this is, like I said, this is not a pretty room. My ceilings are insulation, but it really works for this room because nobody's gonna be looking at the ceiling in here, and I don't care. You know, For me, this is such a beautiful space for me, and I am so glad to have it that I don't mind that I have concrete floors and insulation ceilings, doesn't matter. So this is probably my favorite spot over here. These are from IKEA as well, and I found this print and I just loved it because that little rabbit right there is from my blog. I have those exact rabbits on like the little header image for my blog, and I just thought that was so pretty, and I love all the animals. And there's a little dog and a little cat, just like Jersey Boy and Olive in the home. That kind of looks like my house a little bit. So I just thought that was so sweet. Now, what I love are these pegboards from IKEA. So I really want to get more of the little organizational things. I wasn't sure what I was going to need, but I love these little clear bins that you can hang on here. It's got a place for everything. They have lots of additional accessories that you can add to this, so I cannot wait to do that. So I have 2 pegboards. I would like to add my ribbons and maybe even a place to store like my crochet hooks and things like that. That would be really, really nice. I also have a smaller cubby unit here. This is really where I'm storing. I actually have my stuffing in here. I have yarn down in here. So I really like this little space. I also got bookshelves because I also wanted to display a lot of things and keep some of my, tools right at my fingertips. This is where I really keep all of my handy dandy crochet hooks and needles and things like that. And I wanted to keep out my little animals. How cute. I love that. Have some of my pretty yarn out. That was nice. And all of my books. I love to have my books out. And then I have this amazing table. I'm really, really excited about this. It's really nice and big. I'm going to be able to film here, do tutorials here. I've got a great lamp that actually charges my phone for me, which is really, really cool. I got this pretty rug. I love it. I love the pop of red. And then I got this little chair, and I had that pillow already. So I'm just thrilled. I cannot even begin to express how thrilled I am to have this space. It is really a dream come true for me, and I hope you guys enjoyed this little tour. Oh, and I got this little light fixture here, which makes it a little bit dark actually, but I would like to add more twinkle lights. So there's other things that I want to do in here, but for right now, I am just really, really excited. So the first thing I did was to think outside of the box. We have lived in this house for 16 years, and the first about 13 years, this room functioned solely as a laundry room and a storage spot for my children's clothing. We have 4 kids, and at that time, we had all 4 kids' clothes stored down here, and it was just easier for me, as I talked about in the tour, that this is where I stored their clothes so that I didn't have to go from the basement to the second story, because that's 2 flights of stairs and I'm lazy. So I kept it all down here. But when 2 of them moved out, this space really ended up just kind of being a dumping ground. It really wasn't super functional. But a few weeks ago, I got really frustrated. I was trying to do a video, I was trying to do some crafting, and I was disturbing my kids, who one of them is in college and one is a senior in high school. They were trying to work on their things. I'm trying to work on my things. My husband has an office over there, and everybody was like, "Arr!" And I thought, this isn't working. If only I had my own space. And a light bulb went off, and I thought, wait a minute, that laundry room, I am really not using that so much. So I got my brain started going, and I thought, wait a minute, I am going to claim that space. This is going to be mine. And that's when I got to work. So the next step is to measure your room. Please do this. I did not do this before. I have a spare bedroom upstairs that I was using as my crochet room. Now, because I didn't measure, it would not accommodate a bed, a dresser, and a work table, and I really, really, really needed a work table. So for this room, I thought I am going to measure everything out. So to do a measurement to scale is actually really simple. You just measure the entire room and divide each number by the same number. So for example, say my room was 160 inches long. I divided that by 8, which gave me 20 inches. So on my paper, I drew out 20 inches, and I did that for each of the measurements, which once I put that all together, as long as you divide each number by the same number, which I used the number 8, it worked perfectly, and I had the perfect measurements for the room so that then I could actually start planning the whole design and getting exactly what I needed to make this the perfect craft room for me. So the next step is to think about what are your needs? What do you need this room for? What does it need to function as? Just like when I had my craft room upstairs, my crochet room, and it did not function for my needs at all. It was a glorified closet space. So I knew for this room, I needed to figure out what do I need it to do. It can't just be pretty. It needs to function. So I knew that I needed storage, I wanted a place to sit, and I needed a work table. And I also needed to keep this as a laundry room. We were not moving that washer and dryer, so it still had to function for all of those things. So that's how I started to choose the pieces that needed to go in this space. I knew I wanted those pegboards. I wanted something to display my tools and have them out. So that's how I began to plan what I needed for this room and how it was all going to fit in. So the next thing I did was I shopped before I shopped. Now I am fortunate enough to live in an area that has an IKEA, but I hate going to IKEA. So I did not want to do my shopping there. I wanted to do it online, and that is perfect because I had my measurements to scale for the actual room, and then I could go online and look at pieces and look at the dimensions of them and see, is that gonna work here? Is that gonna fit on that wall? So that's exactly what I did. I went on the website and looked at everything, got everything planned out beforehand so that when we actually went there, we did not have to spend hours. If you've ever been to an IKEA place before, it can be overwhelming, and I get really overwhelmed in those type of spaces. But as long as I already knew exactly kind of what I needed, I was ready to go, and it made the process so much easier. Somebody fell asleep. She's so sweet. So the next step is to make this space your own. I had been scouring Pinterest and looking at all of these beautiful craft rooms, and you can check out my Pinterest page if you want to see all of the things that I pinned because they are really beautiful. But so many of them had pinks and greens and purples and all these beautiful colors that I love, but that's not me. Those aren't my colors, and I just kept thinking, okay, well, I'll just use it anyway because that's the craft room look. That's what everybody uses for the craft room. But I'm really glad that actually when I went into IKEA, I saw that picture right there, that print, and it had the red bunnies on there, and it just bing, 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 and I thought, I have to have that. And that is gonna go beautiful in my room. And the whole design came about once I saw the red, and I knew the red's gonna look great in here. It's going to go with everything else I have. And now I realize, even though my concrete floors they're horrible, but they are a dark green, and all of those pinks and purples would have fought against it. So with the red, it actually looks okay. The walls are a very light gray, and all of the furniture is white. So I knew that that was going to work well. And then when I saw the chair was going to be 50% off, and it was only 50% off in that red color. The other colors were full price. So it all kind of worked out. But really think about, what are you drawn to? Are you drawn to those pinks and yellows and bright colors? Then use it. Do what makes your heart sing. But if that's not you, it's okay to do something that looks a little bit different. Something that you can come into your room and think, I love this space. I want to be in here all the time. And it will be you, and you will want to be in that space. Thank you so much for stopping by the Le Petit Saint Crochet blog. I'm going to leave links for everything in the description box below, and I'm also going to leave links to my Instagram and my Pinterest account. I'm on Instagram a lot, so if you want to connect with me there, that would be awesome. And if you would hit that like button and that subscribe button, that would be wonderful, and I will see you all next week.